Hey everyone, what's going on? If you guys follow me on YouTube, you know who I am. If you don't follow me, my name's Kyle. All my friends call me Kip. Thanks for checking out one of my videos. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make a quick YouTube thumbnail for your YouTube channel art. If you see, I can go to my YouTube real quick, and then I'll just go to all my videos. You guys can see that I make thumbnails for my videos, so it's not just a screenshot of one of the images from the video itself. I've noticed that I've tried screenshots from the video, I've tried thumbnails, and I've noticed that the videos that you make with a thumbnail, they get way more attention and way more views than the videos that you do with just a thumbnail of a screenshot of a section of your video. So I'll show you guys what I do to make quick, easy thumbnails for my videos, like all these that you're seeing right here. It's super easy, it's quick, it's free, but there is a few things you guys will want to download beforehand, before you get started. But this is the program that we're going to use, or the website. It's canva.com, canva.com. Like I said, it's super easy. You can just create an account, and then it'll actually save all of the thumbnails or all of the designs. You can use this for a lot more things than thumbnails. But you guys can see these are all ones that I've made in the past. So it'll actually save them for you, which is really cool. And say you're making videos of a program or something that you're in where you want to keep making the same thumbnails. Once you have one done, they actually give you the option where you can actually just click on what thumbnail you want, make a copy. Then if you go to the top, they'll make a copy of it for you. So you can go in. You can change different things, but you can keep basically the same thumbnail. Like if it was a day 100 update, I would just type in day 100, and then there you go. I already have this thumbnail done. Super easy, super fast. But we're not going to do that today. I'm going to show you guys how to make a completely fresh thumbnail. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to make the thumbnail art for this video that you guys actually just clicked on. So the first thing that you want to download is called Lightshot, and this is to take screenshots of anything that you're looking at on your computer. So you just go to Google, you type in Lightshot. It will be most likely the first one that pops down. You can see right here, Lightshot screenshot tool for Mac and Windows. You're just going to click on download right here. And then you're going to download either for Windows or for Mac, and it will give you directions on how to take a screenshot. It's super simple. Let's see if you so for me on a Windows computer, if I just hit the button print screen, which you'll see right here, let me just pull this up. You can find this button on your computer. I don't think Macs have this button, so it will be different directions that Lightshot will give you on how to take a screenshot on your Mac. But if you guys are using a PC with Windows, you're just going to hit print screen right here, PRT-SC. I'll do it just to show you guys. Once you have Lightshot downloaded, you just click print screen, the button, and then wherever you click and drag, that will be your screenshot. And you can do a lot of things. You can save it immediately. If you want to highlight something, you just click the square button right here, and then drag a red square around whatever you're pointing to. You can change the colors of whatever additions you're making. Say you want to make a green arrow, we would just select the color button, select green. You can see it changes it to green right here. Let's say we want to draw a green arrow. There we go. If you want to make it bigger, so if I want to make this arrow bigger, let's just delete this one. I would just hold down Control and hit the plus button on my computer, and you can see the little circle by my cursor get bigger, and then it will make a much bigger arrow. Same thing if you want to make it smaller, just Control and the minus button, and you can see it shrinking down, and we can make a smaller arrow. We can add texts, we can draw on it, we can make straight lines. There's a bunch of things that you can do, and this is a super handy, easy way to take quick screenshots. I'm not going to save this one, or actually I can save one just to show you guys how to do it. So let's say I want to keep this as a screenshot. I would just hit the little button that looks like a disk right here to save it. I have it saving on my desktop, and I would just name it let's say, I would just name it print screen, just like the button that we're looking up right here. And then if I go to my dashboard, or sorry, my desktop, you can see it's saved right here. And this would be my screenshot. So this will come in really, really handy when you're trying to make your YouTube channel art or your YouTube thumbnails. So let's go ahead, and the next thing you guys might want to download or sign up for, actually I'll go over this extension real quick first, and then I'll show you how to use this extension. It's called Eyedropper. So if you just go to the Chrome Web Store, so just Google Chrome Web Store, we'll pop down and you're looking for an extension. This is an extension that I'm going to show you guys how to download. So just click Chrome Web Store extensions and then type in Eyedropper right here in the search bar, and then you'll see Eyedropper will pop down. We're just going to search for that. And this one right here, Eyedropper, offered by kepi.cz, K-E-P.cz. It will say add to Chrome just like it does down here. I already have mine added, so as soon as you click add to Chrome, it will add the extension right up here in the top right corner for you. And this one comes in handy, and as we're making the thumbnail, I'll show you why this comes in handy. So that's an extension you might want to download. And then another program, this isn't free, this actually costs a little bit of money. I believe it's I paid, I think, maybe $10 a month, but it's called Clip Magic. You can see it's clippingmagic.com, clippingmagic.com. You can use this. You actually can't use it for free. You do have to upgrade. I'm not sure the price is. Yeah, the pricing is, I paid for the standard plan, which is $7.99 a month. This gives you 100 pictures that you can cut out. So if you want to grab a picture of something and cut the background out all the way around it so you just have a picture of that thing, this is the program you're going to use. This isn't necessary, but it'll just make your thumbnails look a little bit cleaner. And once again, I can show you what I'm talking about as we're making the thumbnail. The cheapest plan, you get 15 credits, which means 15 pictures that you can cut something out of, cut the background away from, for $3.99 a month. I use YouTube a lot. I make a lot of thumbnails, so I went with the standard plan, which is 100 credits, which means you can cut out something from 100 different pictures. And this is $7.99 a month. And even if you don't use all of your 100 credits, they'll roll over to the next month, up to 500 credits. You can keep rolling over to the next month. Like I said, this is totally optional. You don't need to do this. I did a lot of thumbnails before I downloaded this, or before I found this website. So this is, like I said, totally optional. You don't need to. You're going to definitely want to get Lightshot to take your screenshots. And I think that the Eyedropper extension comes in really, really handy, and I'll show you guys why. So we're just going to go back over to Canva. Like I said, it's canva.com. This is where you can make a lot of different art. You can see they have YouTube thumbnails, YouTube channel art, Facebook covers. If you just click Create a Design right here, this big green button, you can see they have a lot of popular designs that people make. A Twitter post, a Facebook post, YouTube thumbnail. You make different presentations, a letter size presentation. It just makes it really quick and easy. But we're focusing on a YouTube thumbnail today, so that's what we'll click. We'll just click right here, YouTube thumbnail. And I want my thumbnail to say something like how to make YouTube thumbnails. So you can see all these options down here on the side. You can add elements, which is, let's just say you wanted a big square or something like that. You want a heart. You just click the heart. It gives you a lot of options. If you click the color right here, we can change the color. They have some pre-made colors. You can also change the color basically to whatever you want. Oh, sorry guys. You can go darker down here. There's a lot of different things that you can do. Say I want to make this smaller, I just shrink it down. I just grab one of the corners. I can tilt it. I can do everything like that. But the most important, the thing that I use the most, Sorry, let me just go back over these. They have some basic pre-made layouts. If you click layout right here, say you like the look of this one. I've used this one before, but obviously we're not creating perfect long lashes. I don't like the pink. So if you want, let's say we're going to make this, I'm just going to do this real quick to show you guys. Let's say you want to put thumbnails right there. You just change the wording to thumbnails. If we click on this little pink bar, we can actually change the color of that. Say you want it yellow, we can change it to yellow. You can change this background color. If you don't want it black, we can make it red. We can change all this wording. You can basically, it gives you a lot of options to change whatever you want. We can just put YouTube thumbnails. This won't be the one that I use, but I just wanted to show you guys different options. You can see that thumbnails isn't all on one line. That's because we're just going to drag this out so it uses the entire space. If you wanted to fit it on here, you can actually change the font size. This one was standard on 70, so we go to 64. You can change it so it's all centerized. We can change this picture over here. But basically, just to show you guys, it gives you a lot of options. Like I said, this isn't the one I'm going to use, so I'm just going to X out of this. We'll go back to YouTube thumbnails. And this just gives you the basic size of a YouTube thumbnail. This is a blank one. So let's go ahead and... oh, sorry guys, I was going over these menus over here. So there's a bunch of different texts. If you want to use pre-made texts that look, have different design features, anything like that, you just click it. You can change all the letters. If you just want to make any writing you want, you just click on the different size, heading, subheading, add a little bit of body to the text. You can see it'll make a smaller text right here for you. You can move it all around. If you want it to use up the whole area, you just extend it out. It gives you a lot of options. You can just play around with it and get used to it. But let's just say... I can change the text to anything I want. They have a bunch of different fonts. This is one that I use a lot, Architect's Daughter. We can change the font to a different color. Like I said, they have pre-made colors. If you don't like those colors, you can play with the colors yourself. And you can see the letters behind it changing different colors. So you can basically change and customize basically anything on here. But the thing that I use the most is uploading your own images. So they give you free backgrounds. Say you want the background to be this. If you don't like something, you just click it and you can see it brings up like the trash option. You can throw it away. But right here, uploads is what I use a lot. And this is how you upload your own images. You can see these are all images that I've uploaded before to make other screenshots. Or, sorry, other thumbnails. So let's look for an image on how to make a YouTube thumbnail. So the first image I'm going to look for is just a YouTube image. So we'll type YouTube. And then I will click on images. So it'll just bring up all images. Alright, and then let's see which one would we want to put on our channel. Maybe this one right here that says YouTube, and this is where the Lightshot comes into play, the screenshot program that we just downloaded. I would just hit print screen, and then I would just grab this picture right here. I would hit save. I'd save it on my desktop just so it's easily accessible. I'd put YouTube. And then to make a thumbnail, a lot of times I look for cartoon images. I don't know why. That's just me personally. I think cartoon thumbnails look kind of cool. So I would put, let's just try, you can try basically anything you're looking for. Thumbnail, cartoon. And let's see if it pulls up something that we would be interested in using. Not a lot of good results for this one. So let's just go thumbnail by itself. And you can see we can find some YouTube thumbnails. Basic picture of a thumbnail. Let's just go ahead and just type in thumb, see what comes up. This is what I'll do personally. I mean, if you guys have a better way, that's cool. Put it in the description box below what you guys prefer to do or what you use. So let's just find one real quick that I would be willing to use. Something else that you can do is if you find one that's kind of around what you want, this is just a basic thumb, you can click it and just hit view more right here, and it will bring up related images to this. So something that looks like this, you just click view more, and then it'll bring up all thumbs and basically all thumbnails. You can do this for anything you're searching for, basically any image you can think of. So just for the video purposes, let's see. This one will be good because I'll show you a reason why you would use this eyedropper or why you would use clipping magic. So what I would do is just take a screenshot of this. Try to not get the white around the edges, so just bring it in a little bit closer. I'll just save that on my desktop as thumb. And then let's go back over to Canva now that we got a few images that we might use. And we will make this YouTube thumbnail. So uploads, you just click upload your own image. And then we'll upload the picture of the thumb, the picture of the YouTube kind of like logo. We would hit open. And you can see them right here, they'll upload. You just need to wait for the green progress bar to be finished, or this bar right over here. While we're waiting for that, we can throw some text on here. Let's see. How to I just like to make it bigger because you want it nice and big so when people see it on YouTube, their eye is instantly drawn to it. They can instantly see it. So we'll just go 72. You can pick any different font that you want. Like I said, I'm going to try to make this one quick for this video. Cooper Hewitt Heavy, sure, why not? So we'll go how to. And it's pretty cool. It'll give you, see the lines popping up, so that means it's centered. If we go left and right, you can hit the center right here. Up and down, you can find the center easily. It marks it out for you, so you know you're in the general area of the middle. But how to, and then I want to put my YouTube logo up in the top left. You can see this one has a white background square all the way around it, which works good, obviously, for a white background. So we can resize it. We'll just throw it right up here in the corner. And then once you put one image or text down on the page, it will, instead of putting the blue lines popping up in the middle to tell you when you're in the middle, it will help you give you these blue lines to tell you when you're centered with whatever you just dropped on the page. So you can see now we're centered with this YouTube logo. A lot of times I like to make things a little bit off-centered just because I feel like it's more pleasing to the eye. So we'll just put how to make, actually if you want to click on, if you want to get everything the same size, you can just click on this text that you put up and it'll say 72 is the font size, and it will tell you the font that you used. So I'll just match this up, put this to 72. The font, it will actually give you recently used fonts right up here. So this is the one I just used for this text right here. So how to make, sorry. And then if you want to move it, like right now we're clicked into it to change whatever we wrote. If you want to move it, you just click anywhere to click out of that box. And then you can move it around. I don't want this capital. So how to make, we'll just type in YouTube, and this is where the eyedropper is going to come into play. The extension we just downloaded. So I just want to make this the same size, so I'll go to 72. I'll use the same font right here. How to make YouTube. I'm going to move this over a little bit because I'm going to put the thumbnail down here, the picture that I took of the thumb. So how to make YouTube. And then this is where the dropper comes into play. So if you want to change different wording, you could write this all at once, how to make YouTube thumbnails, but then anytime you change the color of the font, it would change the whole sentence. So certain words that I want to change the color of, like if I want YouTube red, I would just make this separate font. So I would click add heading and make this its own separate, you can see I can click into each one separate. So I'd make this own separate font. And then I would pick red. But you can see the red right here doesn't match the YouTube red. And you want things to match that's more pleasing to the eye. I mean, for a while I was sitting here just trying to match it like this. Just trying to drag it around until I found something relatively close, which can be a total pain in the ass and a waste of time. So this is where the eyedropper comes in, the extension that we just downloaded. So what we're going to do is we're just going to click on this extension, the eyedropper. And we're going to click pick color from web page right here. And then you can see it pulls up this little square. And anything that I put the cursor on, the square will turn that color. So black, if I put it up here, it turns this color blue. If I want to match this YouTube logo right here, this color red, I would just put it so it's on this red. I would click the button on the mouse. Sorry guys. Yeah, so once you click it, let me just click right here, and then you can see up on this eyedropper extension, it actually turned white right here, this little box. So if I wanted to match this YouTube color red, I would just click pick color from web. I would hold the cursor over this red and I would click it, and then you can see my little box right up here turned red. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on the eyedropper, and you can see it pulls up this number sign or this hashtag sign right here, and then it gives you some letters and numbers. We're just going to copy this, and then right here on the font, when I go to this customize color and hit the plus to make my own color, you can see this color code right here. There's a bunch of letters and numbers, so we're just going to delete this, and we're going to paste in what we just copied from right in here. It's right after this hashtag in the top box. You're just going to want to copy everything after the hashtag. And this will be your color code to match the same colors. And then now YouTube, the wording, actually matches the color right here on this YouTube logo. So this eyedropper can come in really, really handy. I use this a lot. I actually got this tip from my buddy Kelvin. So thanks, Kelvin. You're the man. That helped me out a lot. Saved me a lot of time. So how to make YouTube. We'll just add some more text. We'll say thumbnails. I'll make this the same font. The same size and then the same font. You can make different wording. You can make it different fonts. Whatever looks good to you, really. Say you wanted to make this a different font. You just come down and find one that you like. One that I use a lot is, I believe it's Edo, E-D-O. So you can just click it like that. Whatever you guys want to use. I actually like that one a little bit more, so I'll change them all to that. I'll actually increase the size a little bit so I take up some more of the page. I'll go to 80. This is what I'll do. I'll get my basic idea, and then I'll just play with it a little bit to make it look like, what looks good to me. So how to make YouTube thumbnails, and then we'll get the picture of the thumb. Like I said, you guys can do this for basically any thumbnail you want. I just figured this one would be good because we're making the video on how to make YouTube thumbnails, so I could use this one that we just made in the video for the thumbnail of this video. And then we'll go back to my uploads right here, and then we'll get the picture of the thumb. And you can see it has a black background. I would probably tilt this a little bit. But nobody wants a white thumbnail with this big black square around it. This would work good if you change the background to maybe black. That actually does look pretty good. But then you can see this YouTube has the white square around it. I mean, that's alright if you're making a quick thumbnail, but I personally don't like the look where you can tell somebody just screenshotted it and, you know, they have the square around whatever they screenshotted that's a different color than their background. So we'll just go back to white for the background. And then this thumbnail right here, this is where clipping magic comes into play. So I would just, where it says file right here and pick image to upload, I would just click that. I would upload the picture of the thumb. And then you can see right here, it starts you off on this green cursor. This is whatever you want to keep in the picture. And then you select the red to, this is what you want to delete from the picture. So I would just click the green, and I would just make a mark down the thumb. And I would click the red, and I would make a mark around the thumb. And you can see it automatically knows, alright, I want to take this thumb out and take all the black background out around from it. And this is what the finished product will look like. I don't really like the hand in the background. So I actually haven't used this a lot. So let's just see what happens if we make a red mark right here. Yeah, you can see it'll get rid of the hand for you, but then it kind of cuts into the thumb over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the green cursor, I'm going to drag it down a little bit, and then boom. You can see that the yellow line, we want the top of the thumb in there. And then there we go, we just have a nice thumb. I'm actually going to take this out a little bit. I don't like the picture over here. Excuse my French, but it kind of looks like a nutsack on this thumb. So we're going to take that off, so we'll just go to the red cursor. Take that off a little bit. We can just refine this as much as we want. We want this in here. So boom, there we go. Nice picture of a nice even thumb. Then we're just going to click download. You can drag the results to your desktop or right click and copy the image. So we're just going to right click on the image, save as. On my desktop we'll go thumb 2 because this is the clipped one. We already saved the thumb with the background. So now it's saved to my desktop. So what we can do is we go back over to Canva, the thumbnail that we were making, and we're going to delete this one off of here because I don't like the black square around it. And then we'll go to uploads, and we'll upload the thumb that we just cut out from the picture right here. And you can see there's no background, it's just the thumb. So we'll just wait for it to upload. It goes really fast usually. Alright, it's all uploaded. Then you can see once we click the thumb, we have just the thumb without the black square around it. Let's make it a little bit bigger. And I like it a little bit crooked. I feel like that looks good for the eye for whatever reason. I mean, it's totally up to you guys how you want to do it. We'll move this over a little bit. And then let's just add a little bit of something to this thumb. It looks a little bland. So what I would do is I would go back over to Google Images and I would hit play button maybe. Let's see what comes up for images. Yeah, so let's put this play button on there. Let's see what happens. So I would just take a screenshot of this play button, and we probably drop this right on the fingernail of the thumb, just to give a little extra something. So we'll just save this as play. We'll go back over to clipping magic. We'll end this one because we already finished what we wanted to. We'll pick a image to upload. We'll hit the play button. What we want to keep is this. What we want to delete. We just want this nice clean play button. Nice circle around it. What I did was I got my red a little bit too close. So you can see we have a nice clean play button right here cut out. So we'll hit download. We'll do the same thing. We'll right click and save this as play 2. And then we will go back over to our thumbnail that we're creating. We'll upload that. Let's see if we can make it small enough to drop it right here on this thumbnail. Like I said, we'll just give it a little extra something, not just a plain bland thumb. Let's make it crooked with the thumb so it looks like it's all kind of one image. Drag it up a little bit. And there you go. This one's pretty basic, pretty simple. You guys can get into a lot of detail with this if you want. Just move things around to where you're comfortable with. Looks like we have some extra room, so let's go ahead and make the words a little bit bigger. Just because this grabs everyone's attention when they're searching YouTube. So how to make, we'll just make all the font the same size. YouTube thumbnails. Go to 88. Yeah, I believe they're all 88, yeah. And we'll just move it to where we're happy. And then there you go. This one's pretty basic and pretty simple. I was trying to keep it quick for the video. And then what I would do is I would take a screenshot of... I'd take a screenshot of this. Try to get it the exact size of the pre-made square they gave you. And then I would save it, you're going to think this is kind of crazy, but I would save it like this. YouTube thumbnails. How to make YouTube thumbnails. And then YouTube art. And the reason that I do this is because how the YouTube algorithm works, the more times in your video or what you're uploading that you have keywords that people might search, the more your video will pop up. So I even put keywords in what I save my thumbnails as. So now I would just save it, and then I'm actually going to hit pause. I'll pause this video, and then I'll show you guys how I'll videotape myself uploading it to YouTube so you guys can see how I would upload this to YouTube. Alright guys, so now that we got our YouTube thumbnail all created and saved, I'll show you guys how to get it onto YouTube on the beginning of your video, or what people will see when they might stumble across your video. So you're just going to upload the video that we made, how to make YouTube thumbnails, or whatever video you guys are uploading. And then you're going to scroll down to right here, video thumbnails. And normally it will give you 3 options of clips or thumbnails from a clip of inside your video. But what you're going to click is customize thumbnail right here. And then we're just going to upload the thumbnail that we just created while shooting this video. Then you can see how to make YouTube thumbnails. And this will now be the cover shot for your video. This will be your thumbnail now. So I would just figure out my description, I would do my tags, I would do my SEO, and then I would actually wait for it to show up here in this box. Once your video uploads all the way and it uploads your image, it will show up here in this box. And then as soon as it's done uploading, I'm done with my description, my tags, everything else, my SEO, and it actually shows up in this box right here. Then I would click publish. But that's it guys, that's how I make my thumbnails. I hope it was helpful. I hope you guys can use this video for your own YouTube, and I hope it helps guys. So that's it, have a great night.